Hello, my bookies. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Natalie Hughes. I am a life mindset and manifestation coach. In my business and on my platform, I support professional women as they co-create emotionally fulfilled and purpose-driven lives for themselves. I'm super excited to have you here. I'm super excited to be serving you today. And in today's video, we are fulfilling that mission statement by doing a fabulous reading on your future husband and why does he adore you? What is it about you that he finds absolutely adorable? I am already feeling the energy. I have already called in all of the guides and the angels and the ancestors and the etheric being. So let's just dive right into this. There are 3 pictures on the screen before you. Pick the picture or the pictures that pop out to you the most. The timestamps are already in the description box for you, and I will see you at your reading. Alrighty, pile number 1, immediately yes. I'm getting that meme from the that popular meme. Let me tell you what's in this. No, don't tell me. Give me 14 of them. Spectacular. Give me 17 of them. That's the energy, that's the vibe. That's how your person feels about you. They see you, oh my God, the first time that they look at you, the body, baby, you got a body like a band. You have to sing that out. You have to sing that out. If you're ever going to reference that song, you have to sing it out. You can't say it out loud. You can't just talk the words out because it doesn't give you the same vibe. It doesn't give you the same energy. Baby, you got a body like a band. Focus. We must stay focused. Okay, so immediately this person sees you, they're like, oh yes. I didn't even give an intro, okay? Because I'm already feeling the energy. I'm already feeling the vibe. Hello, it's pile number 1. We're tapping into your future husband and what he adores about you. If you have not already, I really need you to get inside of the free resource library. And really, it's not that I need you to get inside the free resource library, it's that you need you to get you inside of the free resource library. Like your future self needs you to get inside of the free resource library because there's over 12 mindset and manifestation tools. The journal prompts go fucking crazy. My clients attract more money. They attract more love. The men that they script about walk into their fucking lives. And I have a testimonial that's uploading. We'll talk about that later in the videos that are coming out this week. But that's not the point. The point is that I know what the fuck I'm talking about and I know what the fuck I'm doing, okay? So as we're getting tuned and tapped and turned on to the energy, you're gonna hear some shit that makes you feel so good. It makes you feel so amazing. And I want you to take that experience and I want you to make it a fucking reality, okay? And you're gonna do that through intentional daily action. The free resource library is your first step in that journey. Let's move on. So this person is going to see you. They're going to see your outfit. They're going to see that body. They're like, oh, immediately, yes. Oh, immediately, yes. I'm getting hair, okay? Nails done, hair done, everything did, okay? We're not going to sing the full one, okay? Because I'm not really Drake's biggest fan right now, or maybe ever. That's not the point. The point is, you look good. You look delicious. You look scrumptious. I want to say you look scrumdiddlyumptious, okay? Comment down below if you're pile number 1, scrumdiddlyumptious, so I know who you are and I know that you're claiming that, okay? I feel like you look so fucking good. Like, those days when everything goes right. Like, like you have an event that you're going to, okay? So this is like when you're first meeting this person. We're going to get into like the whole relationship, but they're telling us a story. So let's all tune in and listen, right? So those days when you like have an event that's coming up, okay? You have a party, you have a wedding, you have a fucking gala, you have a something, okay? There's an event that you are going to and you're looking forward to the event, right? And you got your outfit planned and you got your shoes planned, you got the makeup planned, you got the hair planned. Like, when you have that energy, you have it all planned out, like it's in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like you got concepts of a bomb ass outfit. And so you're like moving up to the day of the event, you're like getting the little pieces together and like everything is coming together and it's looking good, but you haven't put it on yet. So you're like, oh, like this shit better, this shit better do what I think it's trying to do. Like the shit that's going on in my mind better happen in the physical in terms of this outfit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, those days, like you have that plan And sometimes you put it all together and you're like, oh my God, this is not what I imagined. This is not one of those days. This is one of those days where you put that shit on and you're like, yes. You're like, yes. So you're already feeling good because the outfit that you had planned in your mind and the way that you put the shit on and the way that it looks on the body, and then you got the perfume. And so you smell so good. And you know that when you have good perfume and it smells so good, you like wave your fucking arms, you like move around fast enough, you smell your own perfume, you're like, oh goodness, oh Jesus Christ, like, and you just be wanting to take your own self home at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying, pile number one? You have to know what I'm saying, pile number one. Like, that's the energy and that's the vibe. Like, that's how you're gonna be feeling. That's where you're gonna be. Like, literally, my face is fucking tingling. I swear to God, this is the energy, okay? So you're having this moment where you're feeling so good and you're feeling so amazing, and you are just like, ooh, like, I look the fuck good on my mama, on my hood. I look fly. I look good, okay? Touch your swag. They wish that they fucking could, pile number one. Nobody is touching you on this night. So it's like, this energy of I look so good, I look so amazing. Also, I said nighttime, so maybe it is a nighttime event or like an evening event. I'm thinking like end of afternoon at the latest, like we're going into dinner hours type of thing, or something straight up at the nighttime. I'm not getting a nightclub vibe, okay? If it was an event that's in like the nighttime, it's something that started in the late afternoon and went into the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the vibe and the energy that I'm getting. So you're looking good and you're smelling good and your hair looks amazing and your makeup looks amazing, or you don't wear makeup and you just look amazing. It doesn't matter. The point is, like, you look the fuck good. And so you're looking good and you're feeling good and you're just radiating this fucking energy. You're radiating this energy of confidence. You're radiating this energy of source. Do you ever notice that? Do you ever notice that certain women, certain people, when they have a connection to source energy, when they're feeling particularly good, right? Because if we go to Abraham Hicks' route and direction, our emotions are a guidance system for how tuned in we are to source energy or not. You have to take that with a grain of salt. We don't have time to talk about the nuances of that claim. But long story short, when you're feeling super good, when you're feeling really loved, when you're feeling a lot of joy, you're feeling a lot of excitement, you're feeling a lot of goodness, you are more connected to source energy. More of your soul is settled in your physical vessel than ever before. And so when you connect with women who are really spiritual or people who are having a really good time, there's something about them. They just glow. Their skin just looks glowy. They just look beautiful. There's something about them. You want to look at them. You want to talk to them. You want to approach them. You want to come towards them. And that's the energy. You've got this fucking magnetic energy because you're looking good and you're feeling good and you're smelling good and you're so confident. And it's like that confidence that you have in yourself comes from a million different things, but there's that particular set of confidence that you have, that particular kind of confidence that you feel when you plan that fucking outfit and you put that shit on and you're like, yeah, I got that shit on. Like, I'm telling you, the prep and the execution is like the biggest part of this. So you're in this energy and you're in this mode where you're feeling good and you are exuding this confident energy, but you're exuding this source energy. You're exuding this enlightened energy. Okay. You're like a fucking angel. Okay. There's a song by, what's his name? Robin Thicke. And I think the title of the song is Angel. I think he says, oh God, I think he says something like, hey girl, you know, you're looking so damn fly, looking like you fell from the sky, an angel. You know, you make a grown man cry. I want to give it to you. I think the title of the song is Give It To You. Just go look it up, okay? Look up any of those lyrics and then Robin Thicke, and then the song will pop up, okay? Okay. So there's that energy, there's that vibe. So you have this radiant energy, and it's like that fucking, do you know that viral video? It was like backstage, I don't know, word show, like the Grammys or some shit. And God, who was it? It was Florence from Florence and the Machine. Is her name Florence? Baby, I don't know. But it was the lead woman singer from Florence and the Machine, I think. And she's not even in the main part of the video. She's just like walking across in the fucking background, and you cannot see her feet. It looks like she's fucking floating. And so people are commenting on this video and they're like, she looks like she's fucking floating like a ghost in the background. And that's your energy and that's your vibe. Not exactly like that, but the energy, there's something otherworldly about you. There's something that sticks out about you. There's something unique about you. There's something alien about you. There's something extraterrestrial about you, but it's also leaning more on the angelic. There's something fifth dimensional about you. And so you're at this event and people are gravitating towards you. It's not just your future husband that's gravitating towards you, it's people in general that are gravitating towards you. You are a magnet because people want to be around you. People want to connect with you. People want to talk with you. They want to socialize. They want to know who the fuck you are. They want to know where you came from. They want to know how you got that glow. You smell so good. Where did you get your perfume from? Where did you get your dress? It looks so amazing. I've never seen anything like that at Nordstrom before in my life. Tell me the exact designer and how you found it. How did you style this? Like, so many fucking questions. So anyway, so this person sees you and they're like, oh bitch, like body giving, hair tea. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's an energy here of you being so incredibly attractive. So immediately, what this person adores about you is your energy, your aura, and what you give off and the way that you shine. This person absolutely adores it, and it magnetizes them into your world. And so they approach you because they're just like immediately yes. Sometimes you just see somebody, you ever have that? Like even like a friendship. You just meet somebody and you're like immediately yes. Immediately I know you're one of my people. Immediately I know we're going to get along. Immediately I know that we share a vibe. We share a fucking connection, okay? That's the energy and that's the vibe. Okay, so Astro die. I can't believe we're already at 11 minutes here. Okay, so we have Mercury and Libra in the 7th house. Beautiful energy. So what this person adores about you is they adore the way that you can be in teamwork. They adore the way that you behave in social situations. They adore the way that you are able to make business connections. And this is very much rooted in authenticity, because this Mercury energy is making me feel like authenticity. Mercury is the way that we think, it's the way that we speak, it's our communication style. So with this mercurial energy, what this person adores about you is the sound of your voice. And what this person adores about you, what your future husband adores about you, is the way that you communicate and the way that you think. The way that you communicate and the way that you think specifically as it relates to business, the way that you communicate and the way that you think specifically as it relates to your goals. And when we're talking about the 7th house, we're talking about business relationships, we're talking about partnerships, we're talking about long-term partnerships, we're talking about like spouses and shit like that, right? That's when we're just talking about the 7th house. And when we have Libra here, we have a desire to bring harmony and a desire to bring balance. Libra wants things to be fair. You paid for one date, I paid for another date. You bought the tickets for the plane, I'm going to book the hotel. You did this, I'm going to do that. Libra wants things to be fair. Libra wants things to be balanced. So with this Mercury and Libra in the 7th house energy, what this person adores about you is that you've got a great balance of thinking about yourself and thinking about other people. You have a great balance of figuring out something that's going to work for the both of us. You have a great practice of, yeah, that's really what I'm getting. Of figuring out something that's going to work for the both of us. They also perceive you to be someone who is relationship oriented. They perceive you to be someone who prioritizes this relationship, who prioritizes this connection. So as you guys continue today, you guys continue to get to know each other, you guys become committed, you guys become married, you are someone who's going to prioritize this relationship and prioritize this connection. And that's what they adore about you. They don't feel like they're competing against your work. They don't feel like you're putting your family second to your job. They don't feel like they have any competition. They don't feel like you're seeing them and you're seeing a million other guys. They don't feel like there's game playing. They don't feel like they never know where they stand with you. There's a direct communication here. There's an honest communication here. And, you know, Libra can be honest to a fault sometimes, right? And it's not that you're giving honest to a fault energy, but it's just being a very open and honest communicator. And that's what they adore about you. They adore that you're going to tell them if you like something, you're going to tell them if you don't like something. You're always going to show up and express yourself authentically in a way that's going to create fair, equal, balanced, harmonious, and fulfilling emotional connection. Because you don't get emotional connection when you pretend to like shit that you don't like. You get resentment that way, right? You get anger that way. You get passive aggressive shit that way. So because you are able to show up genuinely and authentically expressing yourself, the two of you are able to create a relationship where there's real intimacy. This person feels like they really know you. This person feels like they're really getting to know you. They're really getting to know you on a soul level. They're not getting to know the version of you that you put on so that people like you. They're not getting to know a version of you that you are trying to do because you want them to think something of you. No, you are showing up genuinely. You are showing up authentically. You are expressing yourself. You express yourself in your dress. You express yourself in your relationships. You express yourself in your connections, and you express yourself and your commitments. I get the energy and the vibe of somebody who is looking for genuine, authentic connection. Somebody who it's like, okay, this like seventh house energy, Libran energy in the best way is going to form the best, most meaningful connections that are going to help them grow and expand, that are going to help them to get ahead in life. Libra energy in an off way, energy in a lower vibrational way, Libra energy that's off balance is just going to get love and connection to help them get to where they want to go. They're going to be whoever, they're going to say whatever, they're going to do whatever in order to be liked, in order to be accepted, blah, blah, blah. We don't even have time to talk about that stupid shit because that's not the energy that you're in. You're in this opposite energy where you want genuine, authentic connections. You have this energy. It's such a big balance. Like what this person adores about you, what your husband adores about you is your balance. I get going back into like you first meeting and connecting with this person. You don't show up with an energy of desperation. You don't show up in an energy of, oh my God, I need you to like me. I need you to choose me. I need you to want to be with me because this is my only chance. You show up from an energy of like, I'm looking for the most compatible person. I'm looking for the most compatible relationship. I'm looking for the person that it makes the most sense with. I'm looking for the person that things work with. I'm looking for the person that I can genuinely and authentically connect with and who I can genuinely and authentically build with. And it's how you do romance and it's how you do business. This person adores the way that you do romance and the way that you do business. So I feel like I've got a lot of entrepreneurs here, a lot of like creatives here. The way that you do business and the way that you do relationships are one and the same. We don't have lots and lots of time left, but let's get a couple more cards. With this not eighth house energy, this Eight of Wands energy, yes. So immediately what I was also getting for you is excitement and I was getting adventure. This person loves your adventurous spirit. They adore how adventurous you are. There's kind of like this get up and go energy. There's kind of like this excited energy. There's kind of like this like always moving around energy, always doing something energy. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's do a little bit of this. Let's do a little bit of that. Let's shift like this. Let's change like this. Ooh, let's go here. Let's do this. Let's take a vacation here. Oh my God, let's try this food. Okay, I'll try this food if you try this food. Okay, we'll try the food together. We'll take a bite at the same time. It's like this energy of excitement, this energy of doing a new thing, this energy of going someplace that you've never gone before, coming up with a creative idea that's never been thought of before, taking things where they've never gone before. So this is very big, Abraham Hicks, living on the leading edge of creation type shit. You're a woman who is pushing past her own limits always. You're a woman who is okay, they're saying who isn't seeking anything less than divinity. So there's certain shit that you don't have time for. You don't have time for pretending to like people that you don't like because you want genuine, authentic connections because you know that as you form those genuine, authentic connections, the two of you are going to connect with each other, you're going to collaborate with each other, and you're going to create shit that has never been fucking seen before. You don't just want to connect with people for the fuck of it. You don't just want to form relationships because you can. You want to form relationships that are meaningful. You want to form relationships that are rooted in something genuine, that are rooted in something authentic, something that lights you up, something that makes you feel good inside, something that makes you feel even more connected to source. hearing the phrase, I can do bad all by myself. There's this energy of, I have created so much success for myself. I've created so much happiness for myself. If you're going to come into my world, you're going to add to that happiness. If you're going to come into my world, you're going to add to that fulfillment. If you're going to come into my world, you're going to add to the goodness that's going on here. So again, there's no desperate energy. There's a fun energy. There's a lighthearted energy. And because you're only seeking genuine, authentic connection, you're only seeking people that are going to add to and multiply and expand what you have already created. You have curated an environment. You have curated a group. You have curated friendships and a community of people who are also connected to source energy, who are also seriously compatible with you. So what this person adores about you is they adore your ability to create community. They adore your ability to create meaningful relationships. They adore your ability to, I'm kind of getting this energy of like collecting people. And I don't mean it in a negative way or a bad way. Seventh house energy, it can be possessive in a way, right? It depends on the people, it depends on the energy, it depends on the vibe, but it can definitely become possessive. Like, this is my best friend, you know, this is my husband, this is my person. And so you have your people, you have your community, and you show up for your community, and you take care of your community, and your community takes care of you. So there's very big relationship energy, okay? What this person adores about you is that you know a person who knows a person. And then with that Libran energy, they think you're absolutely beautiful. What they adore about you is they adore your style. They adore the way that you dress yourself. They adore the way that you adorn yourself. They adore the way that you dress and like decorate your home. They think you have a beautiful eye for design. They think you have a beautiful eye for clothing. They think that you have a beautiful aesthetic. It's an aesthetic that is genuine. It's mouth, please. It's an aesthetic that draws people in. It's an aesthetic that people find to be interesting. It's an aesthetic that is like artwork, right? What is artwork going to do? The best artwork in the world, whether it's a movie or a painting or a song, it's going to create conversation. It's going to create dialogue. It's going to result in people having conversations about things, people thinking about things differently, new ideas being spread around. It's going to result in inspiration. And so this person sees you as a work of art. Your personality, the way that you express yourself, the way that you show up in the world, the way that you're willing to take risks, the way that you're willing to be your authentic self. I'm getting like Erykah Badu. You don't have to look like Erykah Badu, but in terms of Erykah Badu's fashion sense and the way that she expresses herself and the way that it's incredibly unique and the way that it is incredibly reflective of who she is on a soul level in a way that it is intriguing. And I'm not getting, oh, you dress like Erykah Badu or you look like Erykah Badu. You have your own Erykah Badu. Another example of this would be like Marilyn Monroe. These are women who have a lot of like Piscean energy. It's Neptunian energy, Aquarian energy. It's this energy and vibe. There's something about them that you want to look at. There's something about them that you want to talk about. Their body, their clothes, the way that they dress, the way that they do their makeup, the way that they do their hair. It stands out. It's different. There's something different about them. And that's what this person adores about you. They adore that you are brilliant and you are, you're someone who stands out. You're not someone that people come across all of the time. You're not someone that people are going to, be able to spit and find somebody just like you. You're not someone who's trying to fit in with the crowd. You're not someone who's trying to be like everyone else. You are genuinely and authentically yourself. You love yourself. You express yourself. You honor yourself. You radiate source energy, and your person adores it about you. It attracts them into your life. And that's all that I got for you in today's reading. If you enjoyed this, give me some green hearts in the comment section. Let me know that this was your reading. Let me know that this resonates with you. Is this who you are? Is this who you're choosing to become? Let me know, let me know, let me know. And I will see you in the next reading. Alrighty, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We are looking at, what does your future husband adore about you? Why does he absolutely adore you? And as we are tapping into this energy, and I'm shuffling these cards, I have to remind you about the free resource library. There are over 12 mindset and manifestation tools inside of it. My clients transform their lives. They manifest more money. They manifest amazing fucking relationships. And if you want to be one of those people, I suggest that you start with my free resource library. Like I said, it's in the description box. You can get access to it by clicking the link in the bio. And let's begin. The first card out is the moon, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the sun. What does he adore about you? He adores, hold on. There we go. He adores that you are intuitive. He adores not just your intuition. No, I'm getting your relationship with your emotions. You are a feminine. Like you are a divine feminine. You are a woman who feels her emotions. You feel things deeply. You feel things strongly. And you express those feelings and emotions. And so your future husband really loves this about you because it makes him feel very masculine. It makes him feel very capable. It makes him feel very competent. This is a man who loves to be of service. I'm hearing he loves to serve. This is a man who loves to take care of you. This is a man who loves to show up for you. So when you're having those moments where you're crying because you experienced a disappointment or something really sad happened, or even you're watching a movie and it really, touches you emotionally and you are like a freaking puddle of tears. Like this man adores that. This man adores that he can, hold you and be there for you and support you and like rub your arms and rub your back and it's okay. And when you're having moments when it's that time of the month and you're going through your, period and you're PMSing or whatever, and you're feeling irritable, you're feeling cranky, or, you just have those moments when you just start crying and you don't really know why you're crying, but the tears are just there and you're just crying because you're just crying. And he's like, it's okay. Like, I'm here and I got you. And like, I'm here for the emotions. Like, I'm here for the feelings. I love the feelings. And that is what your husband adores about you. Your husband adores that you are an emotional woman. Your husband adores that you are a sensitive woman. Your husband adores that you feel everything. And you got to think about your emotions like a spectrum. When you numb yourself emotionally and you run away from your fear, you're emotionally avoidant. You run away from negativity. You run away from those bad feelings. You numb yourself to all of your emotions. You numb yourself to feeling out the bad, and you also numb yourself to feeling out the good. So when you are that woman who experiences her full range of emotions, who feels everything deeply, sure, you feel the heartbreak deeply, or you feel the sadness deeply, or you feel those, sad things deeply, those negative feelings deeply, but you also experience pleasure very deeply. You also experience good things very deeply. And so this person adores the emotional intensity that you bring. This is someone who loves emotional intensity. And it's not a negative thing. It's not a toxic thing. It's not, anything that feels manic or, it's not that at all. It's something that is being fully connected with your emotions. Your person is someone who loves emotional intensity. Your person is someone who loves emotional intimacy. Your husband is someone who loves being emotionally close. Your husband is someone who loves to talk to you. He loves to talk about how you feel. He loves to experience your emotions. He loves, like, it's a very empathetic energy. Empathetic. That's how you say the word. Empathetic. Why do you sing it like that was gonna make it better? That's okay. Let's move on. It's a very empathetic energy where they love emotions. They love feelings. This is somebody who loves to feel. Your husband loves to feel. And your husband is able to feed off of your feelings in a very positive way, in a very uplifting way, because I'm not getting that you're somebody who is always feeling sadness or always feeling anger. You're not someone who relishes in negative feelings or emotions. You're someone who is able to experience a childlike joy. You're someone who can cry because the sunset is so beautiful. And we're sitting here and we're at this lake and we just went on this amazing hike and we're looking at the sunset and the clouds look so beautiful, and the way that the water is shining off of the water it looks like there's two skies because it's reflecting and it's so beautiful. And I'm so happy that we're here. And I'm so happy that we're together. And I love being here with you. And I love connecting with you. And then you're crying and it's very emotional. And then he's crying and it's very emotional. And you guys are crying together. And I feel like when you guys like make love to each other, you guys also cry. There is just this deep emotional intensity, this emotional availability, this emotional vulnerability, this emotional openness. And so everything is intensity with you guys. You guys have meals, but you guys just don't have meals. You guys have the most delicious food. You guys have the most delicious food that you have to relish in. And you guys are going out to restaurants and, you're going, here, take a bite of my steak. This is the most amazing, wonderful, tender, juicy steak that I've ever had in my life. And he's like, oh my God, here, you have to try these potatoes. These are the best potatoes in the world. And you're like, oh my goodness, here, you have to try this brownie. This brownie is so good. And he's like, oh my God, you have to try my drink. My drink is so good. This is the best Manhattan that I've ever had in my life. This is the best old fashioned that I've ever had in my life. Whatever. It's like this energy of two people who are enjoying life, two people who are relishing in life. And so this is someone, your husband loves to be there for you in those moments when you're feeling sad, in those moments when you're being down. But he also loves to be there for you in those moments when you're feeling so good, in those moments where you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on to joy and happiness and creativity, in those moments when you are inspired, in those moments when you have gotten a great idea and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to write a book on this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do a video on this, and I'm going to do a project on this, and I'm going to do a proposal like this, and I'm going to tell them about this, and this is the goal that we're going to set for the quarter, and this is how we're going to reach it, and this is the marketing campaign that it's going to be, and this is how we're going to launch it, and I'm going to get that job, and I'm going to get that promotion, and oh my God, I just saw everything, and it's working out for me, and blah, blah, blah. Like when you're having those moments of inspiration, when you're having those epiphanies, when you're having those eureka moments, it's like you get lit the fuck up, and you are so fucking expressive of it. And he's like, oh my God, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Like, yes, you're going to write that video. Yes, you're going to do that thing. Yes, you're going to make that happen. Yes, you're going to do this and this and this. And yes, it's going to be the greatest thing in the world. Yes, like I am, oh my God, yes. Like, it's just this energy of like two people who just get pumped the fuck up, and they pump each other up. And so you guys have this emotional intensity between the two of you. And that is why he adores you. He adores you because you feel your emotions. He adores you because you feel your feelings. He adores you because you guys can talk about your feelings. You guys can talk about your emotions. You don't relish in the sadness. You don't relish in the depression. You don't have that, passive aggressiveness. This is a man who's very sensitive. And because he's a man who's very sensitive emotionally, a relationship with a passive aggressive woman would never work for him, because he's going, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. And she's going, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And there's that annoyance there. There's that frustration there. There's that weirdness that's there. And now his vibration is suffering. And now his vibration is being lowered. And he's thinking about what's really going on that she's not telling me about. Did I make a mistake while he's at work? And that's negatively impacting his performance. And it's not that he's failing because of the relationship, but it's that the relationship isn't helping him to thrive. And so this is a man who has to be in a relationship with a woman who is tuned and tapped and turned on to herself emotionally. This is a man who has to be in a relationship with a woman who is emotionally clear, with a woman who's clear on her boundaries, with a woman who expresses herself, what she needs and how she feels and what's alive within her. And so the fact that you're able to do this, there's always clear energy between the two of you. There is no resentments. There is no, oh, I fucked up with the wife and now I'm in the doghouse. There is none of that. There is none of that. Something happens, there's a miscommunication, we talk about it. Something happens, ooh, when you said that actually hurt my feelings, we talk about it. We create solutions, we move forward, we forgive. Oh my God, I feel like you guys make love. And I don't even make videos like that, and we cannot get into it because this shit has to stay monetized, okay? But the energy that I'm getting here is that you know how people talk about making love? And sometimes there's this energy and dynamic of people kind of like hate screwing each other. And that's like, oh my God, so passionate, hate screwing, making up. Oh, I'm so angry. I can't really talk about it a lot because I detest it. You know what I mean? That's not the point. The point is that there's this different energy here. There's a different, oh my God, there's a different energy here. It's like a make up, making love. We've had a discussion about what happened emotionally. We've cleared up the miscommunication. We've got more emotional intimacy and closeness. We understand what the other person needs. We understand how the other person feels. We understand where the other person is coming from. We get more about, what their childhood experience was like, and how they were raised and blah, blah, blah. And then it's like after those moments of healing and that closeness and that intimacy, the way that you guys make love, there's a lot of like talking. There's a lot of like saying like, I love you so much. I love you so much. Oh my God, this person is so like loving and like tender and like kissing and like saying, I love you so much. And like, you're so beautiful and you're so amazing. And I love you so much. And I adore you. Like this person is so fucking communicative. Like I would not be surprised if they had like Mercury in Cancer, or Mercury conjunct their moon, or even Mercury in the third house, or Cancer on the cusp of their third house. This is somebody who is so incredibly communicative with their emotions and with their feelings. And so you guys are having this like this depth of emotional connection. You guys are like saying like I love you to each other, and you guys are like literally like you guys like you Google making love, and it's just a video of the two of you guys, doing the thing, because that's exactly what it is. It's an exchange of love and of closeness and of intimacy, and there's this like intense emotional chemistry and passion and this energy that you guys are feeding back and forth into one another, and just like that freaking reaching that peak is just like insane. And hitting that freaking peak is like insane, and it's just so freaking amazing. It feels so amazing. It feels so freeing. It feels so aligned. It feels so like the two of you together connect with source energy. You guys connect with each other on a soul level, and it's like you can't help but to cry because it's so beautiful. You guys are gonna cry on your wedding day. You guys are gonna cry when you make love. You guys are gonna cry when your first child is born. You're gonna cry when your fifth child is born. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like the couple that cries together stays together. And pile number two, that's who you guys are. You guys are the couple that cries together, and that's what this person adores about you. They adore that you are willing to express your emotions and feel your emotions. They adore your emotional intelligence. Another card fell on the floor. Come on, come on, come on. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. This person adores your giving nature. And immediately what I'm getting here is being charitable, okay? Pile number two, you are somebody with a big heart. They're saying like a big mama heart for the world. Like the people of the world are your children. Like you show up for people. You take care of people. You would take care of a random stranger. You would show up for someone. You would defend and you would protect. And you also are very charitable, okay? Some of you could have charities. Some of you can have businesses where you're serving a community. You guys could start nonprofits. You guys could work with children. You guys could do some sort of work that deals with community outreach, serving the community. You could be my legislators. You could be my lawyers and my politicians, my women working in medicine, my women working in, what is that called? What is that called? Climate law. Climate law. Is it climate law? Lawyer, climate, lawyer, whatever the fuck, you get it. That's the energy and that's the vibe. With the energy of the Six of Pentacles, you have a heart that was made to serve. You have a heart that was made to make the world a better place. And I feel like that's your desire. Whatever it is that you do, you want to leave the world better than how you found it. There's a desire to create legacy here. There's a desire to create and leave a long lasting impact on the world. And this person, your husband, adores that about you. He loves listening to you speak about your community. He loves listening to you talk about the things that are important to you. If you talk about the things that are important to you and you fucking cry, like, oh my God, he's crying right along with you. Like, you are so moving. He feels moved by your words and moved by your passion and moved by your love. It's like you talking about what you're passionate about and what you love makes him feel passionate about it too, makes him want to get active too, makes him want to show up and him want to give his time and give his energy and give his effort and give his money towards the causes that are important to you and to the causes that are important to him. And so you are a leader. You are someone who leads with your heart. You're someone who leads with what feels right to you. You're someone who leads with the desire to do the right thing and to create a positive impact on this world. We have the star at the bottom of the deck, and the star is all about healing. What he adores about you is that you have this healing presence. You heal him, you heal yourself, you heal your family, you heal your community. You can heal someone just by having one conversation with them. This person watches you. He will watch, he does watch, he is watching, he whatever, he has watched you create experiences where you have one conversation with someone. And from the beginning of the conversation to the end of the conversation, that person is not the same. That person has changed. They've shifted. They've elevated. They've healed. Your person adores that you are a healer. He adores that you are absolutely a healer. Wow. This is such a beautiful energy. One more. We have the Seven of Swords. And this is giving me justice energy because I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. And it's like this guy, he has on a hoodie, he's stolen a bird. And there are these other birds and they're like cawing, whatever the fuck you call that. And it's like this bird looks like it's like sounding the alarm. And I feel like that's who you are. Like, I feel like you're a whistleblower, okay? Whether you have been or you are or you will be, whatever, there's something about you that's just like injustice. Oh, injustice doesn't it doesn't fly here. We don't do that here. We don't let people get away with not having integrity here. We don't show up and pretend to love things in order to be liked here, but we're really not doing any good. That's not what we do. That's not who we are. We're here to make a real change. We're here to make a real impact. And I'm going to call out the bullshit that's not working. I'm going to call out the people who are, showing up, showing the public one face, but behind closed doors, they don't care, or they don't like the people that they're serving, or, they're racist or they're prejudiced or what the fuck ever. You are the person that's going to ring the alarm. You are the person that's going to say absolutely fucking not. So there's this strong desire for justice here. We have Judgment at the bottom of the deck. You're going to call judgment on situations. You're going to call judgment on institutions. You're going to call judgment on injustice, and they're saying that phrase, "got to see it through, my boy." You're gonna see some shit through. And so you are going to show up. This is very strong, like a mother bear energy. Your husband adores you because you have this mother bear energy, this energy of, I'm not gonna give up, and I'm not gonna run away, and I'm not gonna hide, and I'm not going to be intimidated, and I'm not gonna back down from what I know is right. I'm gonna defend my community. I'm gonna show up for my people. I'm gonna lead. And God, your husband absolutely adores that about you. And with that being said, pile number 2, that's all that I've got for you. Go ahead and give me some yellow hearts in the comment section. Let me know that you're coming from pile number 2. Let me know that you're claiming this, and let me know, is this who you are? Is this who you're becoming? Is this who you are choosing to now be? Please, please, please let me know. And don't forget to check out the free resource library, over 12 mindset and manifestation tools available for you using the link in the description box below. I love ya, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Hello, baby girl. Welcome to pile number 3. And today we're looking into your future husband and what does he, oh shit. What does he absolutely adore about you? And girl, not all the cards that I need just came out while I was talking. So, okay. As we continue to tap into this energy, let me remind you that the free resource library is a thing, and you are totally welcome to access it using the link in the description box. There are over 12 mindset and manifestation tools available to you all for free. And my clients and my customers create amazing fucking results. So if I was you, I would get inside that free resource library and I would do what the hell I say. Okay? Okay. So, getting into the energy, we have the Sun, the Hermit, the Five of Wands, the High Priestess, Three of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Woo! You guys are intuitive. You guys are intuitive as fuck. Okay? What your husband adores about you is your ability to see things from a higher perspective. Okay? With the energy of the Five of Wands, it's kind of giving me that. Y'all know the musical Hamilton? He says, God, what does he say? He says something like, between all of the something and fighting, I've been reading and writing. We need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? There's an energy there where there's so much going on. There's so much chaos. There's so much fear. There's so much fighting. But while everybody is doing all of that, there's something important that needs to be talked about. There's something important that needs to be discussed. There's something that people aren't seeing yet. There's something that people are too close to the issue to be able to see. But pile number 3, you can see what needs to be seen. Are you following me? I feel like you are following me because you're spiritual, okay? So you're gonna catch the vibe. You can see what needs to be seen. You can see the most important shit. When people are talking about, I'm going to say something, it might be a little bit controversial. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. No, it definitely is. I really don't give a shit. While people are talking about boycott Amazon to make a change, you're talking about, actually, what we really need to do is focus on human beings becoming empowered and creating different structures and creating different opportunities so that money can funnel through big banks and blah, 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 blah in a way that actually serves the community and doesn't fund wars and d. While people are having conversations about how can we focus on the next step? How can we respond back to what we're seeing directly in front of us? You're looking at the macrocosm. You're looking at the big picture. You're looking at things from an eagle's eye perspective. And so you have this different approach. And I'm hearing the song, I was going to say Smooth Operator, but no, it's by Michael Jackson. I'm hearing the song Smooth Criminal. What does it say? You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Pile number 3, I feel like you're a smooth light worker. You're a smooth healer. You're a smooth earth angel. You know what I mean? You are somebody who is incredibly brilliant. What your husband adores about you is that you are brilliant. You have brilliant ideas, because that's what we get here. You don't get the fucking Hermit, the High Priestess, and the Hanged Man without talking about somebody's brilliance. And it's not just a brilliance that comes from study, even though I'm sure that you study. It's not just a brilliance that comes from your lived experience, even though obviously you have that. But it's a brilliance that comes from a connection to source energy. You are tuned in, tapped and turned on to the guides, the angels, and the ancestors. You are tuned in, tapped and turned on to a higher power. And so you approach life. You approach your goals. You approach the world. You approach, I want to say, social justice from the perspective of something higher, from the perspective of moving things energetically. And with the energy of the Three of Pentacles here, we're talking about teamwork, aren't we? But really, when we're talking about pentacles, we're talking about money. And when we're talking about threes, we're talking about growth. We're talking about growth. We're talking about expansion. So with Three of Pentacles, we're talking about growth and expansion of our finances. We're talking about growth and expansion of our finances through teamwork and through collaboration with other people. And so what this person adores about you, what your husband adores about you, is that you bring something incredibly unique to the teamwork. You bring something incredibly divine to the teamwork. You bring a perspective that nobody else was going to bring. You bring creative solutions solutions to problems. So let's say this is someone that you're working with. I feel like you guys will be working together. Whether you meet this person through work or you guys get together and then you guys start working together, I don't know. Of course, millions of people are watching this, so who really knows for every single individual person. But the point is, eventually I do see the two of you working together. So let's say you guys are working together. Well, creativity comes into play anyway, right? So you guys are working together, and let's say you guys are working in a business together and something happens. You guys are in a meeting for your business and something has happened and everybody's like, oh my God, what are we going to do? We just lost funding for blah, 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 blah. How are we going to do this? We have to meet this quota. We have to get this out. We don't have this. We don't have this. And people are kind of freaking out. There's an energy of chaos. There's an energy of worry. There's an energy of stress. And then you're sitting there in this meeting and you're like, okay, well, we don't have the funding coming from that, but we can move funding between this and this. We can split this. We can make that campaign a little bit shorter. We can extend this campaign. We can bridge the gap by doing this and this and this. We can create other outreach by doing this and this and this. We can shift things around in this way. Why don't we just do a little bit of this? Like, you are the person who is able to, oh my God, it's giving magician energy. It's giving alchemist energy. It's really giving empress energy, the ability to make something out of nothing. Your husband adores your ability to make something out of nothing. Where people see chaos, where people see confusion, pile number 3 sees opportunity. Where people see chaos and where people see confusion and where people are being run by fear, pile number 2 is able to find creative solutions. And so you're always in the up and up. You're always on the winning team because you don't get caught up by the same things that most people get caught up by. You don't get caught up by the same things that make most people run away and hide. You don't just give up. You're always thinking, okay, what's a creative solution here? How can I do something different here? How can I create something different here? How can I make something different happen here? How can I show up in a different way? How can I think about things differently? And then you're also receiving inspiration from your guides, your angels, your ancestors, and whatever other deities and entities that you work with. You're always receiving ideas. So your person adores it about you. They adore that problems don't last long in your presence. They adore that you're not the person who is going to go on and on and on for days at a time about this is the problem and I can't believe this is happening and I hate this so much and this is the worst thing. You're the person where a problem shows up. You're like, all right, how are we fixing it? Okay, what are we going to do? Okay, what is it that I can do? And your husband adores this because it's how you show up in business. It's how you show up in your own life. And it's also how you show up in your family. Your husband adores this before you guys have children. And then he really adores this when you guys have children. You are the mom who is figuring out, okay, we just had, they call it like a blowout when the when your baby uses the bathroom and poop goes all up their fucking back. It's not funny, but it's hilarious that I would be mentioning it in a reading. So it's like you're out somewhere and your baby has a fucking blowout of like poop up their back. And you're like, okay, instead of freaking out because we did not bring the extra diaper bag that had the extra diapers and clothes in it, and we just used our last diaper, we are going to create a cloth diaper out of this and this and this, and this is going to help and serve us until we get home and we are able to do this and this and this. And then moving forward, you're always going to keep a diaper bag with extra change of clothes in the trunk for your baby. It's like you are not the type of person who's going to encounter the same problem twice. You're the kind of person who learns from her mistakes. You're the kind of person who takes conflict as an opportunity to see things differently, as an opportunity to get better. You're the type of person who responds to her disappointments by saying, okay, what is this reflecting back to me? What skills can I continue to work on? And let's keep moving forward. Okay, what your husband adores about you is that you're not a quitter. You're not somebody who gives up. You're not somebody who is going to abandon ship. That's not who you are. You're somebody who's going to see it through. You're somebody who is committed to the vision in the long run, in the freaking long run. And that's what your husband adores about you. Because the way that you run your business, or the way that you run your career, the way that you run your life, the way that you run your mind, is the way that you run your family. And it's also the way that you show up in your relationship. You guys don't have fights and arguments and blow-ups and there's problems, and then you go and talk to your girlfriends about it, and then you go and talk to your parents about it, and then you go and talk to a million other people about it. You talk to each other, you come up with solutions, you come up with creative problem solving, you do this and this and this, and you make it work. You're not the person who says, oh, he has to move across the country for his job, so we can't do a long distance relationship, so let's break up. You're the person who says, you know what? I have not spent enough time in New York, so I will be traveling to New York at least once a quarter. I've been wanting to travel more anyway. I might go and stop in New York on my way to Los Angeles, or on my way over to London, or on my way to France. So this works out, and we can hang out here, and we can do this then, and I can come see you in this way, and you can come see me on this way. There's a solution oriented energy about you, and that is what your husband absolutely adores about you. And what he also adores with the energy of the sun is your happiness. We already talked about your creativity. We talked about your creative problem solving skills. But what he also really adores about you is your creativity in general. Like I said, you're somebody who comes up with brilliant ideas. You come up with, God, I'm getting like a brilliant business idea. You come up with a brilliant movie idea, a brilliant book idea, something that people would want to watch, something that people would want to support, something that people would want to get behind, something that people would want to see or read or consume or purchase or whatever. You come up with brilliant ideas, and that is what he absolutely adores about you. I get this energy, pile number 3, that with you, there's never a dull moment. There's never a moment of, oh, I don't really know what to do. I'm kind of bored. Pile number 3 is never bored. Pile number 3 has one project that she's working on, and after she gets done with this project, she's working on another one. And she actually technically has 3 projects that she's working on at this moment in time, but this is priority number 1, and those 2 are kind of on the back burners, and they're starting to come together, and then I'm going to be working on this. You're the kind of woman who has a 5-year plan, and you have a 10-year plan, and you have a 20-year plan, and you don't beat yourself up if you don't reach your specific goals according to a timeline, but you do have a structure. You do hold yourself accountable. You do show up for yourself. You are a self-led woman. What your husband adores about you is that you are a self-led woman. And so there's always a sense of direction in your relationship. There's always a sense of direction in your connection. We know that we want to get married. We know that we want to have children. We know that we want to have a family. And on top of having a family, I also want to do this, and I also want to work on this, and I want to grow and expand this business, and I want to do it in this way so that I can be at home with my kids, but the business can also be doing this thing. It's like you have goals for yourself, you have plans for yourself, and you have this relationship and this connection as a part of your plan, and you're not so rigid that you won't change, because with that hermit energy, Piscean energy, hangman energy, Piscean energy, there's always this willingness to see things differently. So there's always this willingness to change. There's always this willingness to shift. And even hermit energy is Virgo energy, and so that's mutable sign energy, and again, a willingness to change and a willingness to shift. And so what your husband loves about you is that you're always willing to adjust things so that the two of you can come together, adjust things so that he can fit into your life, adjust things so that he can get his needs met and you can get your needs met, and then the kids can get their needs met, and everything is taken care of. He adores that you prioritize yourself. With the energy of this high priestess, you could definitely be my meditators, always focusing on getting tuned into that higher vision, always focusing on where you're going. And it's not that you don't have moments. It's not that you're not in the present moment, because you are, especially with that energy of the sun. What your husband adores about you is that you can be focused on where you're going while simultaneously relishing in where you are. You can enjoy the journey without losing sight of the vision. And that is so freaking beautiful, pile number three. And that's what your husband absolutely adores about you. He adores that you can sit and meditate and go on a journey within, and then you can come out like, okay, perfect. This is what I'm going to do. These are my next steps. I got this realization. I got this epiphany. This is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to shift it. I had a dream and I realized from my dream that I can do it like this and I can change it like this. You're not a woman who has to do anything, because if you don't want to do something, you're going to come up with a creative solution to that problem. You're not a woman who gets backed into a corner. You're not a woman who gets forced to do anything, because you're always willing to come up with a creative solution. You're always willing to think of things differently. And so your husband, even like as you guys are dating and this man is getting to know you, he's immediately seeing you as long-term partner potential, wife potential, mother of his children potential, because of this creative solution, creative problem solving, creative solution seeking behavior that you have, this tendency that you have, this characteristic that you have. And the reason why that is because, you know, things happen in life, whether it's a recession or somebody losing a job or a project falling through, or somebody thought that they were going to be doing this, but the client backed out, or blah blah blah. Like, sometimes things happen in life, and that ability that you have to think quickly on your feet, that ability that you have to come up with a new idea, that ability that you have to pivot, the ability that you have to see things differently and then take action and then create a better result and then grow it and then expand it. It's like he knows that this is valuable. What he adores about you is that you are so valuable. You are so valuable to have as a life partner. You are so valuable to have as a teammate. You are so valuable to have as this woman that he can love and can cherish and can spend the rest of his life with, and who can support her. Who can support him. It's this real life value that you bring. What your husband loves about you is that you are a valuable woman who brings happiness, who brings a lightness, because you show up with this energy of everything can be figured out. We can always come up with a solution. You're never that woman who's downward spiraling. You're never that woman who's freaking out and who's frazzled and who can't get it together and who's on edge and who's snapping at everybody, because you know that things can be figured out, because you believe in yourself. You have self-esteem. Self-esteem is what we believe that we can do, what we believe that we can accomplish, what we believe that we can create. And so because you've got this can-do attitude and spirit about you, you show up in the world with a lightheartedness. You're able to laugh. You're able to have joy. You're able to crack a joke even when things feel really tense. You're able to experience humor and levity and happiness and enjoyment and pleasure even if things don't look good. And that's incredibly valuable. Because how many people are walking around in the world unwilling to feel good because their circumstances look bleak? But the people who are the manifestors, the people who are able to continue creating, turning something where there was previously nothing, creating abundance where there was previously barren fucking land, those are the people that are willing to be happy regardless of what the fuck it looks like. Those are the people that are willing to see things moving in their favor even when it looks like they're losing. And you have that characteristic, you have that trait, you have that ability, and your husband absolutely adores this about you. And you know, it's really interesting, pile number 3, because I was anticipating getting, oh, he thinks your smile is so adorable. But no, like all of these readings have been like real fucking shit, like real shit. Your husband adores the real shit that you bring to the table, the real ways that you improve the life of yourself and others. He values the real way that you change his life. And this is the kind of man who would never cheat on you. And he would never cheat on you because, you know, it's like not in his characteristics, not a part of who he is, blah, blah, blah. But the reason why he would never cheat on you is because this is a man who sees your fucking value. This is a man, you don't have to, if you try this shit again, you're going to lose your wife. You don't have to do that. You don't have to have that conversation, because from jump, he knows a good thing. He knows a good thing. Okay? Your husband knows that I'm not going to find another woman like this, or no, period. Period. There is no or. There is no if and or buts about it. I'm not going to find another woman like this. I'm not going to find another woman who's brilliant in this way. I'm not going to find another woman who is able to maintain that sense of happiness and joy in this way. I'm not going to find another woman who's creative in this way. I'm not going to find another woman who supports me in this way. I'm not going to find another woman where it doesn't even matter if we're working together or not. If I come to my wife and I say, I'm feeling stressed out about this at work, my wife is going to have 5 different creative solutions. What your husband adores about you is that he's not able to come to you and sulk, even though he's not somebody who does sulk. But you know, there's some women's value is that they can be there and they can be the listening ear. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Oh, baby, that's so tough, but I'm sure that you can do this. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're having that experience, but I know that you got this. And it's like, you know, those are nice fucking words. You do something completely fucking different. Whether or not you're giving direct solutions, the way that you show up for him and the way that you support him, he doesn't leave that conversation feeling like he's heard some fucking blanket statements, you know, meaningless fucking words. He leaves that conversation feeling like, I can do any fucking thing. What he adores about you is your can-do attitude and the way that you believe in yourself and the way that you genuinely and authentically believe in him. It's like fucking inspiration from everywhere. He comes to you, I'm having a problem with this, I'm having a conflict with this, and the way that you support him, the way that you show up for him. End of the conversation, he's like, oh, yeah, obviously I'm handling this. Obviously it's already handled. I already have 5 different ideas, and if those ideas fall through, I'm going to do this. And it's going to be easy, and it's going to be perfect. Right? That's the type of love that you give, and that's what he fucking adores about you, okay? So pile number 3, go ahead and drop some purple comments, sure, some purple hearts or emojis in the comments section. Let me know that you were pile number 3. Let me know that you're claiming the fuck out of this reading, because this was absolutely amazing and so beautiful. And if you want to tell me more, let me know. Is this who you are? Is this who you're becoming? Is this what you are now choosing to embody? Give me that feedback. Talk to me in the comments section, because when I'm not too busy, I like to talk back, okay? I love you so much. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next reading.